We are doing a still life with apples and a fruit basket today. All you need is your pencil, an eraser. You can use watercolor or you can use crayon colored pencils, and that is it. So come and join me and let's get started. To start our apple, we are going to draw a circle. But it's not a perfect circle because the bottom of the circle comes down, beginning of a circle, but the bottom comes down and comes up and down and up and down like this. And toward the top, you can make a little smile and a stem like this. Let's draw another apple behind this one. And a smile and a stem. So that is your basic apple. Okay, next to this apple, I'm going to make a fruit basket. So we start with a line that is slightly curved, a very slight smile, and we're going to go up on the side and up on the side. Next, we are going to make another curved line like this. And inside the fruit basket, I'm going to put a whole lot of apples. There's one. And we don't see the bottom of the apple because the basket is overlapping the apple. And behind this apple, or rather in front of this apple, I'm going to make just a little apple that's peeking through. And another apple over here. There's a smile, there's a smile, and there's a smile. And you can add some stems. How about another apple right over here? And see, it's overlapping. When one thing covers another, it's called overlapping, and you don't see it anymore. So just that much. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 apples, and they are on a tablecloth. I'm going to draw my table right here. See, right there, and right here. And the tablecloth, what do you want to do for your tablecloth? What kind of design are you going to put on it? Lines, stripes, rainbow colors, whatever you want. Let's see, what will I do? I am going to make snowflake because it's still February and it's snowing a lot these days. So I'm going to do snowflakes for my tablecloth. Big snowflakes and small snowflakes. And behind the apples, there is a window. And maybe it's snowing outside, and maybe someone made a snowman. I don't know. Did you make a snowman with snow? There's the outside, and there's some hills, and there is a tree. And this tree doesn't have any leaves on it. It's just bare, and there is a snowman or a snow girl. He's saying, "Hey guys, can I have an apple? I only have a carrot nose, but I would like to have an apple too." There we go. So there is the beginning of our still life. We still have to get our watercolor and paint it. So you have your water and you have your paint, and you can have different color apples, red apples, sometimes red and green together. I'm going to start with my red apple first. Now there are some rules for watercolor. The main rule is you get water and you mix it into the color, and the second rule is a very important rule, is don't let two wet colors touch each other, because if you do get two wet colors touching each other, you will end up with all your colors mixing, and that would be very sad. Sometimes you can make them mix on purpose, but if you don't want them to mix, you have to wait for the colors to dry. So if I want to paint the tablecloth, I have to wait for my apples to dry. I am going to mix yellow and green together. That's very messy, and if it's messy like that, all you do is take a tissue or a paper towel and you clean it up like this. This palette needs some good cleaning. It's been used a whole lot. So I'm mixing yellow and green for a nice light green apple. So that's a darker green, and this is a slightly lighter green. I'm going to paint this apple here a nice deep red. Take your time. Now, I am not going to paint these two apples because this one is wet and this one is wet, and if I touch these, if I paint this one, it might run together with the other two wet apples, so we're going to wait. While we wait, we're going to make a basket. So let's do a pattern of 1, 2, 3, lying down, 1, 2, 3, standing up, 1, 2, 3, lying down, and then 3 standing up, 3 lying down, 3 standing up, and then this is standing up, so the next one's going to be lying down, horizontal and vertical. That's the other words for them, lying down or horizontal, standing up or vertical. This is an A-B pattern with line, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, and the next is vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, and that's about it. I'm going to paint the window sill and frame while I wait for my other colors to dry. You have to be very patient when you work in watercolor. When you put your finger on your watercolor and there's no wet paint on it, that means it's ready for the next layer or for the next color, and I'm going to paint